You already know it's your boy, the Maniac, and you already know why I'm here. I'm here to talk that post fight, that Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson post fight, that Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor post fight. And man, oh man. But before I do, you already know why I'm repping the Four Corners Boxing. Make sure you go like, share, subscribe to the channel, and also the Boxing Roundtable. Make sure you go like, share, subscribe to the channel as well. Now, with that being said, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Last night at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas, we had the main event of Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Now, guys, listen, man, I told you, a gimmick fight. It kills me that people like Mike Tyson, guys. But I get it, because majority are just casual fans. They hear the name. He's a name. And oh, Mike Tyson's coming back. Come on, man. A 58-year-old man, pretty much with one leg. Bro, Father Time's been knocked on his door. So I knew what it was, man. And plus, you have to take into account, man, Jake is a hot commodity right now. He does numbers everywhere, man. People come out to see this guy. Doesn't matter who he's going to fight. People are going to come out. But more importantly, he picked the right dance partner to make this event successfully, financially, right? He knew people were going to eat up the Mike Tyson. I picked him by decision. I knew he wasn't going to knock out Mike. And I knew Mike wasn't going to win this fight. He just, bro, it's too old. Now, if this was a street fight, if they ran into each other in a Foot Locker somewhere, yeah, Mike Tyson a fold that boy like laundry on a Sunday. You understand? So I just knew this wasn't going to be a fight Mike was going to win, man. You know, but it is what it is. And also take into account, guys, 14-ounce gloves when normally they're supposed to be fighting with a 10-ounce gloves. Then 2-minute rounds. When that's female rules, 2-minute rounds. Really, those are female minutes for female fights, 2 minutes. You understand? So look, it was a gimmick. People ate it up, and it was success though. That's all that matters, man. It was a success. But shame on you, Netflix, man. Wow, the buffering was just out of control. They did bad. They did bad when it came to that. I guess they didn't expect that many people to tune in. But, you know, it did what it did. It just wasn't clean, man. It was supposed to be clean. And also, mentioning Jake Paul, I know he's mentioning Canelo. Listen, don't be surprised, guys. Don't be surprised. Canelo's last fight of his career is against Jake Paul, because that's going to generate, woo. Yeah, that's what it's, woo. That's going to be crazy financially. I mean, we won't even break that fight down. We already know who's going to win that fight. But it's boxing. It's a business. It's /WWE. And you saw that last night, man. But we'll see what's next for Jake Paul. Mike Tyson, my brother, supposedly he was supposed to make somewhere around 20 M's for that fight. I mean, Mike is still well off. But shit, 20 M's, Mike, just continue doing what you do, your podcasting, making appearances, stuff like that. Leave the gloves alone, Chang. But you still my GOAT. You're still my favorite fighter of all time, man. We just saw last night, bro. We don't want to see that again. That's all. But let's get to the co-main event. The fight that us hardcores really wanted to see, because we understood in their first fight, man, it was a fight of the year candidate. Many had it as the fight of the year. And guys, the rematch, no different, man. No different, man. When these two women step in the ring, they do bring the best out of each other, man. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, two true warriors in there giving it all. But let's talk about the fight, man. Me and my brother, Fight Night X, we did a series called Cocinando la Cocina, right? Cooking in the kitchen. We did an episode on this fight. And the recipe, we cooked up the recipe perfect for Amanda to win this fight. And she did that. Aggressive, box, and body. She did it. That was pretty much the game plan. You understand? How is it that You outland your opponent by over 100 punches. You the aggressor 90% of the fight. And you landed the harder punches the whole fight. And your opponent gets a point deducted, and you still lose unanimously. Wow, boxing. You do it again, boxing. You never, never fail us, man. That's one thing you could count on boxing to fail you, man. You know, and then let's talk about Katie Taylor, man. Listen, I respect her with everything, man. She's a warrior. Remember, the fighters don't judge the fight, it's the judges, so you can't be mad at her. But I am mad at Katie Taylor's that the headbutting, Katie. Come on, Katie. I get it. You're from Ireland. You're big on soccer, and you're in the soccer. Childhood was coming in because you was leading with that head, and it just, you saw what she did to Amanda's eye, man. You know, that was bad. And now the perception from the judges, like, oh, she's bleeding. And, you know, Katie landed some shots. Don't get me wrong. She landed some shit. So it looks like, you know, the perception could be that she's losing this fight. You know, and I think that cut played a factor in the judges' eyes. And we saw the outcome, man. But that was wrong, man. Not gonna sit here and cry, oh, robbery, they robbed her. Listen, man, the world saw it, man. It ain't no need to really dwell on that, man. Amanda's still the champ. She went up to fight Katie Taylor and still knocking her head around that ring, man. Listen, if I'm Amanda, don't fight this woman no more, bro. They not gonna give you a fair shake. And then the third one over in Ireland, forget about it. You couldn't get it here in New York City, your own hometown. You couldn't get a decision. Over there in Dallas, you thinking, yeah, man, you're not gonna get nothing over there, man. I get it, it's big payday, but don't do it. There's no need. That's it. Just move on. Get Alicia Baumgartner in that ring, man. Fight over here in New York City. That'll be a hell of a fight, hell of a spectacle. You know, we'll be in the building. And that's it, man. You know, shout to Amanda again. True champion, true warrior, 7-time, 7-division world champ. She was undisputed at featherweight. Should have been undisputed at junior welterweight. Bro, 31 knockouts. Bro, she can make the case for the greatest woman fighter of all time. Take it how y'all want it, man. Take it how y'all want it. But anyway. Oh, and then real quick. Barrios. He defended his WBC against Abel Ramos. Man, it was a good fight. They dropped each other. But, you know, Barrios, he showed grit. Ended up winning that fight, which I did have him winning a close fight, which he got the decision. As far as him fighting the likes of Boots, Stanionis, and Norman, listen, I won't favor him, but, you know, Barrios is still a warrior, man. You'll see that. Shushu came back. He opened up the card. You know, better performance than he did in September. So shout to Shushu. Shadeja Green won the vacant world title. Shout to her, man. So good scraps, good fights. It's your boy, the Maniac, and I'm out. One.